Tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pitmaster's favorite pitmaster?
Way! Yeah!
What's going on, Tremendous Q fans? It's your boy here, Wade Morse, owner of Pitmaster Tremendous Q, and today we got a quick grilling video for you guys. All right, now these actually turned out way better than I thought they were going to, and I got the wife to thank for that. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that in the video. All right, so before I get into it, you know I got to thank everybody for stopping by. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, cut on those notifications so you can get notified when I drop all my latest content. All right, and all my returning subscribers, you know I appreciate you guys' support. So with that, we are going to be grilling up some chicken and sausage kebabs, and we marinated a lot of the vegetables in a soy, an amino acids. It's a soy supplement, okay, or a soy replacement. So with that, let's jump right into the video and you guys can check out what I'm talking about. All right, and we are back again. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is kind of a dual effort, all right, kind of a partnership thing that the wife and I wanted to hook up. She wanted kebabs and promised to help me do some of the prep. If you've never made kebabs before, the prep is honestly the longest part of this thing, and if you really want to do it right, you should start the day before and marinate your meat. That would be my suggestion. Marinate your chicken, marinate your beef, and whatever seasonings or rubs it is that you want to use. So quick pitmaster tip, you'll be able to get a lot more flavor out of whatever it is that you whatever protein it is that you're using. Okay, now for our kebabs, we got onions, zucchini, yellow pepper, green pepper, and orange bell pepper. Plus we got lemon pepper seasoning going down on our chicken since we didn't marinate it, sausage, and potatoes. Okay, now here's for the secret weapon. Okay, instead of using soy sauce or heavy salt, the wife actually wanted to do amino acids. Liquid aminos is basically a soy substitute, and you guys, we marinated the veggies in this and it turned out excellent. So if you have that, if you go to the store and you have that at your store, highly recommend picking up some and marinating your veggies inside of the liquid aminos. It is a great flavor substitute for these kebabs, okay, and a little bit healthier as well. Now this is the longest part, well, second longest part if you end up marinating your meat, your protein. So getting kebabs prepared, it just takes time. Okay, we did marinate, or not marinate, we soaked our skewers for about 2 hours ahead of time so that they don't burn too quickly on the grill. Okay, but just when you're putting your skewers together, just make sure you keep it varied, right? If it's just one person, switch it up. Just make sure that you don't have all the skewers built the exact same way. They're going to taste better, and it's going to be a lot more aesthetically pleasing on the eyes. But bottom line is, this just takes time. Overall, I'm speeding up this video, but overall I think the total prep for putting about 17 skewers together was just under 30 minutes. It was like 30 minutes. All right, so I'm going to use a little video magic, movie magic, speed things up so that you guys can get to the good part, which is the protein on the grill, and the great part, which is me trying these things out at the end. Okay, now you're gonna normally have leftover meat and leftover veggies. There's a couple of different things you can do with them. As a quick tip, you can put them all on the grill at the end and just kind of save those for later, use them as like a snack the next day, or maybe make a separate part of the meal, or a different kind of meal for the kiddos, and that don't, if you have kiddos coming over that don't necessarily like all the fresh peppers and the potatoes and the sausages, right? Now in this video, I also want to let you guys know that we actually did pre-cook the potatoes as well. So I'm using there's like small golden potatoes, and we quartered them and stuck those in the oven with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper to kind of get them softened up, to make sure that they would be fully cooked with everything else that we had on the skewer while they were on the grill. If you don't do that and you're trying to use potatoes, you're probably going to end up with undercooked potatoes that are just going to really throw off the consistency and the taste of the whole kebab. So if you're going to use potatoes, go ahead and pre-cook those. Everything else you can pretty much throw on all at the same time. It'll all be done at the same time. The zucchini might get a little bit dark, with the veggies as it's waiting for the chicken to cook, but we can kind of prevent that by rotating and rotating and rotating when it gets on the grill, okay? So we got our kebabs prepared. Let's go ahead and head over to the grill to get these things thrown on. Now, as I'm getting these things put on the grill, you'll notice that I actually have the orientation of the vegetables was lined up with the grill grates, okay? You'll see when I pull the lid back off, the veggies, the onions, the zucchini, the bell peppers, they're kind of lined up with the gaps in the grate. At the end, towards the end of this first cook, I actually gonna rotate the skewers, or put another set of skewers on that's gonna be rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Pitmaster pro tip, that's definitely the direction that you're going to want to put these things on the grill. I was kind of in a hurry and I just wasn't paying attention to the orientation of the grill grate, but just to let you guys know, you definitely want to make sure that you have your veggies lined up perpendicular to your grates, okay? Like I was saying earlier in the video, to make sure that nothing burns, you're going to be rotating these things quite frequently. I probably came out about every 45 seconds to 60 seconds to have these things rotated. So the lid was up and down on these kebabs, but it's good because in the end, I didn't end up burning anything. The kebabs had a good char on them and they ended up having great flavor, and the chicken was cooked through and through, but nothing was too done. Now, for the secret sauce. Some Italian beer from friends in the office, Ignusa, all right? I'm just gonna hit a couple of these kebabs because I know the wife is not a huge fan of that beer flavor on her kebabs, but for me, I absolutely had to do it. I got a case of these from a couple of Italian friends in the office. Shout out to you guys, you know who you are. I know I'm gonna get a WhatsApp message by the time this video is over. The beer turned out great on these kebabs. I was in between beer and my barbecue sauce and super happy that I went with the beer. Man, you guys, it tasted great. So I think any beer would work, to be 100% honest with you. It's just adding or layering that flavor profile, okay? So you don't have to be picky with it. The Ignusa was an Italian beer I got for some friends. It was around the house and it ended up turning out to be pretty good, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and pull these kebabs off, all right? Make sure that you keep your beer laden ones separated from the other ones. I know how they're orientated on the plate, all right? And with that, I actually am going to take a couple of seconds after I show you guys this first set of finished product. I'm gonna take a couple of seconds, and as you guys, if you remember, I said, hey, you want to make sure that you orientate these things perpendicular to the grate. So now you can see as I'm setting them on, look at the zucchini, you can see the green pepper and the onions. They're not orientated with the gaps on the grill grates, okay? So these were the last 4 skewers that I had to do, and you can tell with the way that the close-up here on this video, this orientation was a lot easier to manage. Instead of having to pick up the skewers, it was easier to do, to literally just rotate them or push them around the grill. So Pitmaster pro tip, make sure you orientate your skewers perpendicular to the grill. Well, the skewer itself will be lined up with the grates, but the veggies will be perpendicular, all right? Now, we got them inside. Let's do a quick taste test. That liquid amino marinated veggies, the beer flavored protein, well, actually it's all beer flavored, the veggies, right? You saw how many bites I took. You guys, these things were absolutely amazing. Both the wife and I were super impressed. Lots of flavor. They were done really well, and they are here to stay. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video here on the channel. Peace.